You finish building out your application, but trust me, you're missing one important, very fundamental thing that you are going to need to convert as many people as possible for your software, for your app, for your website. I don't care. Let's jump in. Welcome back. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a demo video that is going to showcase all the value of your product within 30 to 60 seconds. When creating this demo video, it is important for multiple of reasons. First one, you need to show really fast what the heck your product does. Second one is you don't want dead users where they sign up to your platform and realize, oh wait, this isn't what I wanted. Let them watch the demo video. Let's do it. Welcome back, yo. This video was highly requested as it's coming from my much larger series here where I'm showing you how to build out an entire app just through prompts. Yes, that little box up there you see, we can just build everything with a human language. This video, I'm going to go over the demo video I'm going to put on my top fold, this little area here. When the user clicks this, what you'll notice is that the video itself is just a random YouTube video I put in. It's actually lesson 2 of that mega series. Check it out, description down below. I'm going to replace this with a 30 to 60 second demo to the underlying value that my product provides. I don't know what your product is. Mine is going to be the best thumbnail editor in the world. Therefore, my objective of the video is to show it being the best thumbnail editor in the world. So how do we do this for your software as well? What is your main value? So for example, for me, it's like, oh, wow, I got this nice little shot of me. Let's go to template library. Oh, let's make myself in Fortnite. Nice. My objective is I want to show as much value in that 30 to 60 seconds video as possible. I want to show the templates. I want to show the ability to edit by region. I want to show the ability to remove background. Like there are certain things that won't be shown. For example, the ability to remove props within the underlying image. What you need to do is you need to sit down with your little app and think, if I am a completely new person that just landed on your website, completely cold traffic, no warm traffic, and I just clicked the video to see a demo of it, what do you think is your highest selling point? For me, I know for certain the highest selling point is what you just saw, where you're like, what just happened, Corbin? How did you go from this to an amazing thumbnail that is quite literally you in Fortnite? This is what I'm selling. All right, let's do it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to prep my app a little bit here. One thing you'll notice, y'all, is that at least in my app, and I go over this and I will be going over this in later episodes, is it has this little thing called a telemetry console. Let me go to the right link here. Look at me, amazing hair. This thing down here, this might not be relevant to you, but it's relevant to me. And I'm going to show you why this is even relevant in another video. But first off, prepare your app. I don't know what your app looks like. Right now, I'm going to do this in localhost 3000 just because I haven't pushed to a real live website link yet because I'm still in the process of building it out. But I want you to understand is that maybe your app will have things like this little console here that's just for localhost. Or alternatively, does your app have little debug panels like I did here just for localhost and testing? I don't know what your app does, but prepare it. Mine's prepared. So let's jump to step 1 here. What you want to do when you create your demo video is show the demo video within the user interface of a free account. Let me delete this real quick, y'all. And what I mean by that is that if you notice in the top right here, this is a free user. Individual has 300 hay bales. They are ready to go, 0 MB out of 1 gig. And the reason we're showing the value in our demo video as a free user is because this is going to be as transparent as possible to individuals that come to your software. So user lands on your website. User's like, you know what? I'm too lazy. I don't want to scroll. Let me just hit this button here. Watch the demo video. Don't show your plan on Pro or like Ultra or whatever your highest paid tier is, because the user might be like, whoa, I get that out of the box. Clicks sign up. They sign up and realize, no. You don't get 20,000 hay bales. You get 300 and then instantly get turned off by the platform. Like a lot of things in life, the more transparent you are about the value you provide and the service you provide, the better you will have with conversions. You have a less churn rate. When I say churn rate, that means when an individual subscribes to your service and then instantly cancels because your service was trash. But the idea here is you want transparency, especially in software, especially at scale. Why does that matter, Corbin? Because in software, it's not like you're selling a pizza. When you sell a pizza and you make 20 pizzas, that's kind of your upper limit. And you know what? I realized that with the amount of labor I have, the amount of ovens I have, I can max out at 20 pizzas an hour. Therefore, I can make this much in a day at max capacity. Software is different. Software, I could have 10,000 new users join the website and all pay for it or all use it at the same time. There is no ceiling. That's good, but also bad if they all join and they pay for the service and 500 are like, oh, I just got scammed. I don't like this. Let me get a refund. Let me cancel. No, stop. Don't even pay for the service. Get it for free. Understand what free means and proceed. Let's create our demo video. The software we're going to be using today is going to be Screen Studio. Here's some caveats. First thing I'm noticing is that it is designed and built for Mac. there's probably alternatives. Look it up, put a comment, put an X thread. Hey guys, is there something like Screen Studio for Mac or Linux? I don't know if there is. So ask someone in the community. Second thing, this used to be an amazing deal. I know some of y'all don't like subscription services, but it's worth the investment. I'm going to show you a really nifty trick that you can start using in order to get more marketing outside of this little demo we're going to do together, like a bunch of free traffic. I'm going to show you how to get access to that, leveraging a software like this. But yes, it looks like now they have some type of subscription-based model. I purchased this software 2 years ago, and it was a one-time purchase for a lifetime. I think the price was 79 bucks, and I have it for life. I'm not saying this to flex. I'm just saying it's just a little different than it is now. Maybe that was a little bit of a flex. My bad. Okay, let's shoot our demo. What's actually going to be really funny is that while we shoot the demo, I'm going to be in the demo, but what you'll notice is that technically I won't be in the demo because this is like an overlay used on OBS. That's how I record my videos. This will make more sense. We have the software. Step 2, have the materials ready. I don't know what your materials are. My material is this original image of myself. This little data point. Look at me. Look how happy I was in Bali. Just so happy. Yeah, so get your materials ready. So for me, it's just like the raw image of me smiling. What is your materials? Are you using some type of email software service where you have to have maybe a couple sentences typed out? I don't know what yours is. Have your materials ready for the demo. Once you have your materials ready, I'm going to open up Screen Studio. Now, what's going to occur here, and I actually got to minimize this a little bit, y'all, so you can see this, is you're going to get this little box here. So you have a bunch of different options here. We have the ability to do display, window, area, device. What I like to do is typically area. As you'll see, this is going to allow me to identify what I care about. On top of that, my heater just turned on. Let me turn that off. It's getting cold in the bay. Hashtag cold in the bay. All right, so I'm going to do area. Window would be like the entire Chrome window here. You also have the ability to do camera and microphone. I advise against this for a demo. They just want to see the value. They don't care about your voice. They don't care about seeing you. You just want to see the product. System audio. I guess if you have really cool audio within your product, but if you don't care about it. All I care about is area. So I'm going to click this. Area has been clicked. Now, this is going to allow me to drag it around. So what you'll notice, look at this. Ooh, nice. So I'm going to drag you right here. I'm going to go ahead and, I forgot. Let me go ahead and remove this telemetry real quick. Perfect. The telemetry console is gone. And how'd you do it, Corbin? I simply just went to my little AI agent and said, hey, remove this. Let's do the video. The first thing you want to do is make sure it all looks good. So I'm going to collapse my sidebar here as the main focal point is going to be in the middle here. This is what I care about. The second thing I'm going to do is instead of using the area, like I said before, I think this is going to be better with window. So I'm going to simply hit window here and I'm going to hit start recording. Boom. Once I hit start recording, don't worry, don't freak out. A lot of people might be like, well, it's recording. I have to go as fast as possible. No. We need to focus on beauty here. So the way we focus on beauty is mentally know what's next. So for me, I know the first thing I want to show the user is how easy it is to add an image. I have the image in my little hand here, drag in, boom, clicked in. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait for the image analysis to be done. So ask is being shown and then the relevant suggestions are going to be shown here. And the reason I'm doing this is because of the fact that I need to show as fast as possible within the first 30 seconds of the video as much value as possible. The user needs to know what they're signing up for. Boom. We got our suggestions based off the context here. We got the ability to ask now. Now, the first thing I want to show, because I think it's one of my most powerful features, so show your most powerful feature within the first 10 seconds, is the ability to actually edit a thumbnail with just words. We don't need Photoshop anymore. Put me in a banana. Actually, we need to come in, right? So I got to go like this. Boom. Or we're coming from this angle. Boom. Put me in a banana costume. I'm going to hit enter. Let the generation occur. When I do this and we edit it together, what you'll notice is that it's very fast. We just want this to go through. We want to show how the editing UI looks when it's loading, but also, boom, when the banana comes. Now look at this image. Some of y'all will be like, Corbin, that's really cool. Should we keep going here? I don't like this image. I know it could do better. So let me show you a fundamental thing that you need to know about your demo video and when recording. You don't have to do your first take. I don't like this. So I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop the recording down here and I'm going to delete it. And what I'm going to do is simply burn the project. All right, restart. Reset. Don't rush this demo video. This demo video is going to be fundamentally one of the most important things about your software on the landing page that actually converts real users. It also acts as a filter for unwanted users. You don't want people signing up for your platform thinking it's A, but then get C, because the people that sign up for your platform thinking it's A and they get C are the type of people that will refund more, the type of people that will basically just hound you down in customer emails. You want consumers that actually want to use your product to sign up for your product. I know that sounds a little crazy, right? But trust me, give clarity, give transparency, make this demo as beautiful as possible. All right, let's try round 2 here. We got our setup here. I'm going to go down to window again. I'm going to simply hit record, and then we shall proceed. So first, we want the little drag in, right? So drag in, boom. clicked in. Next, I'm going to wait for the analysis to occur. Let's wait. Once the analysis is done, we got suggestions, we got the ability to ask, but what I care about is first showing the user the ability to quite literally edit the thumbnail with words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in from an angle. Put me in a banana costume. And what I'm gonna do, y'all, is I'm gonna do it until this is right, until I am quite literally in a banana costume in my original room. Put me in a banana costume. And there we go. Me in a banana costume in my room. Now, the next thing I want to show the user is you can do templates. So what I'm gonna do here is that it's done. They're like, whoa, this is amazing. I'm gonna slowly drag my mouse across here. So watch this. Export, prop eraser, remove background, edit region. I find myself on template, click. I'm not going to show every single one of those features. I just wanted the user to understand that they exist. But I am going to show the template library because this is probably the second coolest thing about the platform. Template library appears. Oh, what can we do here? Minecraft, Roblox, GTA 5. I don't know when 6 is coming out. Okay. Fortnite. Click apply. Now they're realizing not only can you manipulate the thumbnail with text, but you can also add pre-made templates that are a simple click. Watch this. Absolutely amazing. Now with this, now I can simply add the next edit, which is either a template, maybe you want to edit a region to show that, move background. But in reality, what I want to do here is just show the ability to ask a question. So once it is ready, I'm going to simply go to ask here, and then I'm going to show this. How can we make this better? I am doing this so that the user understands that not only can you create thumbnails of words, you can also use templates, but you can also talk to an AI lead. Boom. And you can also get pre-made templates. Add bold yellow text with a black outline saying Peely power. Add an epic lightning strike. So what I'll do is this. I'm going to first start up here because I already know I'm going to shoot it. How can we make this better? Scroll down, copy, edit, paste, enter. Third thing I just showed here, maybe fourth. You have the ability to conversate with leads, get suggestions, and Lead on top of that provides context-specific prompts for your thumbnail. Boom. Lightning. Beautiful. Now, once this is done, in theory, I could keep going down here, but demos are supposed to be short. So I can simply come down and finish the demo. Demo is done. Once the demo is done, we're going to go ahead and edit it together. Here we go. Welcome to the UI to edit a nice little demo. So what you'll notice is a little crazy, but I'm going to shrink down, y'all. Let's go ahead and expand this. There we go. So this is beautiful. So what you want to understand about Screen Studio is that this has been optimized to make editing extremely easy. So what I like to do is remove the padding a little, all right? And then you can add a little bit of background blur. We can, do that. You can choose all these different backgrounds. If you want to do like a color, you can come up here, choose a custom color. I do like the gradients a lot, or the wallpapers, kind of like a Mac OS vibe. So I can go like this, make it fun. Or obviously for our platform, you notice that we're already in this gradient kind of UI. Therefore, we want like a darker blue and purple. So let's see, like this one is a little bit good. Honestly, this one's pretty good. This is on spot on here. Rounded corners, obviously your actual underlying image recording. So I'm going to do this real quick. So here is the editing phase, y'all. And all you really have to do is what you'll notice is that you essentially have two major things. You have like it's not zoomed in and it's zoomed in. And what the Screen Studio software does is that it follows your mouse. So what I like to do is we can use a keyboard shortcut here with like Option. I believe it's Option. Oh, it's Option. So Option here is like this little scissors here. So we're going to cut it until we get the right thing. So you'll notice it's back in. There we go. So I already know the first one is the wrong one. So I'm going to cut it like this. We want it so that it starts like that. There we go. Look at this. Boom. That's it. That's the first clip. What's incurring, Corbin? I'm showing the user you can drag an image. So what we'll do is once it's done right there, we don't necessarily have to zoom in right away. I want to visually let the consumer realize like, whoa, this is my dashboard. This is my studio. This is where I work. So I don't want to zoom in yet. Drag in, looks good. It pops in. What I will do though, instead of 1x is I'll come up here and go to like 1.4x. Why I'm doing 1.4x here is it's enough time for the user to know within the first 3 seconds here, oh, he's dragging in. Boom. If anything, I'll probably go faster. Let's go up to 2x here. I just need to show them that, yes, you can drag an image in. Boom. It's done. Once I do that, then we focus on the next thing. So as you'll notice, I'm scrolling through here. Look at. I'm just going right here. I'm like, no, it's still not good. Burn. Don't need it because visually in my head, I already know what's next. So I keep going here. Here we go. All right. Analysis is done. I know something's about to incur here. That's why it's going a little crazy. So just keep scrolling, delete. Just keep killing this dead space. I don't need it. And I'm going to do it until I find the exact part that I cared about, which is right here. There we go. Because I remember when I recorded this, I wanted to drag the mouse over. So there we go. Let me see if I get a better angle here because it just comes up a little bit. Let's have you start a little earlier. Boom. Zoom in on this, right? You're like, whoa, what's incurring? All right, cool. Put me in a banana costume. All right, so we're going to do like this. And what we'll do is we'll real quickly click here. And then when the typing is occurring, because obviously you know how to type, we don't really care about typing too much. We want to make the typing very fast. So typing, I'm just typing like an absolute fast beast. Click there, put me in a banana costume. Zoom back out. All right, we're coming back to visual feedback here. Now we're seeing what the loading UI looks like. Loading UI is occurring here. There we go. I can show this for a couple of seconds. I don't need to show for long, and then we'll keep going here. And what you'll notice is that, Corbin, why aren't you leaving in the part where it's loading for 20 seconds? Because no one cares. No one has time. They want to see what's incurring. So I'm going to scroll over here. And I can tell by recording on OBS and editing this, y'all, my Mac is freaking out. I'm hearing the fan. All right, so this was the part, remember, that we got the bad output, so we didn't like it. So I'm going to keep scrolling here until we get to the part that we did like. So here we go. Coming over here. It clicks in. The banana comes. We love the banana. Let's go ahead and find the part that we like. We know the banana looks good. So as you notice, I went ahead and took the initiative with my nice little mouse here to kind of jump over there because I already knew. There we go. There we go. Doesn't that look beautiful? So I already knew that with the mouse, especially with Screen Studio here, I'm going to be able to track the mouse so I can create cool visual elements like this. It's loading. Banana. And it looks good, right, y'all? So we'll delete this again. One thing I want you to notate about the zoom in is that you're like, Corbin, this is a little too zoom in. I come up here to the bottom left. I can kind of zoom out a little bit, give more context here. Looks absolutely beautiful. And look what we have so far, y'all. Dragging the image. User realizes now we can actually use words to edit the underlying thumbnail. I click in. Thumbnail is beautiful with the banana costume. Now, one thing you'll notice is that this little process here, I'm sitting too long. You got to understand with content, y'all, it's got to be fast. I was sitting too long. I felt a little bit of like, I want to click off. If you have that gut feeling of, I want to click off, make it smaller. Look at this. It's smaller. Boom. Banana. Boom, 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 boom. That's what you got to do. You got to think fast here. One thing you got to realize about content is it got to be fast. People don't want to sit there for 30 seconds. Essentially, no one gives any respect in the content space unless you're absolutely massive. So you have to provide as much value as fast as possible. All right, zoom in, zoom out, and click. So now we go to this next part. Remember, I pointed this out, y'all, when I wanted to do the slow pan with the mouse here. So I'm going to click this again, keep going here until we reach to the end template. So I'm going to delete this and look at this, y'all. Export, prop eraser, remove background, edit region, template library, click. Some parts you do want to slow down. Some parts you want to let the user to be like, wait, I can remove the background. I can edit a specific region. You want to give them a little information and slow it down for some parts. So there we go. Come out here. I'm still coding the app, right? So it's a little buggy with this little open template. I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna simply hit option here. That little bugginess, I'm just going to click here and boom, we're gonna keep going here. Nice little template. So if I remember correctly here, I wanted to show Minecraft, GTA 5. So we'll go like right here. Notice how this is just a bunch of dead space I'm cutting because I knew mentally I was going to post edit anyways. So come over here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and delete this. Look, I'm dragging around Roblox. This is a good part for me to be like, oh, cool. So we can kind of zoom in a little, give a little feedback to the user that these templates exist. Also, the user is realizing, I don't even know why I'm calling them user. The individual human is realizing, oh, there's other templates. Pagination 2.3. This is nice and very beautiful. Roblox, GTA 5. I don't want GTA 5. Give me Fortnite. And then what we'll do is land on Fortnite. Apply. This is why Screen Studio is powerful, y'all. Because these little zoom in edits make some of your content look extremely professional for a little amount of work. Show the loading UI again. Show that, yes, it does need to load. And then as we scroll over here, we're going to jump all the way to perfection, which is the nice little banana in the umbrella. So we'll do right here, delete. I know there's dead space here because mentally I know the next thing I wanted to show was the ask. So come over here, delete again, ask again. Okay, boom, delete that, don't care. All right, ask. And then we put in the question. So we're going to ask here, and then we're going to zoom in, and we'll keep the zoom in for the entire prompt being put in. How can we make this better? And then what I'll do is for the typing, we will speed it up because people don't want to sit there for you typing. So we're going to 2x here. You can even go to 4x, but look at this. How can we make this better? Let it generate a little bit, and then we're going to wait for the generation output. Click again, and this is the process, y'all. What you'll notice is that we are prioritizing speed and we're prioritizing showing as much value as possible. Therefore, the person that's watching this demo video essentially knows most of your platform in a very short period of time. So click this again. And then what you can notice is I'll scroll down. You want to show very big actions as well with the zoom in because the zoom in is going to allow the user to realize that I need to stop focusing on everything that's occurring here. I need to focus on a specific thing. This example, I wanted the user to focus on the fact that, hey, when you use our AI model, I'm going a little fast here, y'all, my bad. Manual allows you to move the zoom. So if I click this, I go to manual, you'll see it over here. Oh, nice little zoom. So zoom in, copy. And then once I copy it, I zoom back out and hit submit. And this is the workflow, y'all. You keep going down this and you'll get to the point where the video will look amazing. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And we have the final product. Now, typically at the end of any good video, you kind of want to zoom in on the cool thing. So for me, it was the thumbnail. But look at this, y'all. This is 40 seconds long. That is within the sweet spot. Anything over a minute, you've already messed up. If what you recorded is over a minute, restart, reset. You can do it faster. Trust me. Let's watch the finished product. I will simply start here and boom. Now, of course, there might be stuff I want to change here, but look at this, y'all. This is 40 seconds. Put me in a banana costume. User realizes that you can do really cool visual elements with words. First thing I wanted to communicate. Right here, I'm communicating all the relevant tools the user can use. Third thing I'm communicating is that there's preset templates that the user, all they need to do is simply hit 2 clicks and they can get themselves in Fortnite in an absolute beautiful banana costume. And then finally, I wanted to show the ability that you can ask Leet here for information. And Leet will not only give you information and advice on your thumbnail, trained on thumbnail data, but also the ability for you to copy prompts and paste freely. And lastly, those prompts actually work and create cool things. Solid, right? When you're done creating your video, you're going to come up here to export. And then you're going to export. I like to do just max resolution right off the bat. But in reality, you can do 1080p, 720. I would suggest, especially if you're a web app, or to be honest with you, any type of software, if they're going to be clicking this, go with 4K, upload the video to YouTube. And then once you've uploaded the video to YouTube, make it unlisted. And then once you make it unlisted, when they click this, we're using YouTube's backend and YouTube's cloud processing. So the user could watch it in 4K if they want to, or just watch it in 1080p. Just go with the highest quality, upload to YouTube, and it'll be embedded perfectly. Last 2 things I want you to know about marketing your software product. First major thing, that video you just created, that's a 40-second demo. You can go ahead and drag it into something like iMovie or whatever the Windows equivalent is. Add a copyright-free soundtrack, like any type of simple music. What's an example of this, Corbin? Like go to YouTube library. Like there's a bunch of different free copyright music. I even use stuff like this in my intros and my outros, as you'll notice. Just free music. Add some, white noise at the bottom. My second suggestion to you is leverage X. Now, some of y'all right now might be like, Corbin, how am I supposed to get any views on X? I have like 100 followers. I want y'all to understand right now that I think I have like 5,000 right now, but I posted this at like 3,000 or 2,000. It doesn't matter. X is like TikTok in 2018. In addition, some of y'all might be like, Corbin, I don't want to show my face. I don't want to talk. That's fine. Look at this. Am I showing my face? Am I talking? No. And this got around 300,000 views. This is 28 seconds, edited the exact same way you just saw. Leverage X. Right now, I'm sitting at 5,471 followers. I just came aware that X is quite literally the GOAT when it comes to the algorithm, and I am just getting insane impressions I didn't even think was possible in the last couple weeks. Use X right now. As I just said, X feels like what TikTok was in 2018. It's dishing out impressions for free if you provide valuable content. So if you make those style of videos for your platform and your platform's actually good, you don't have anything to worry about. Just post on X. That just about does it in today's video. I showed you how to make a nice little demo video, 30 seconds to a minute. Corbin, mine's 2 minutes, but it shows a bunch of value. I don't care. Delete it. Under a minute. I'll see you in the next. Did Corbin just show me a new strategy that's not only going to give you an amazing conversion rate on your software product, but also a huge funnel that you're missing out if you're not posting on X type of video? Banana.